Once upon a time, not so long ago, a student named Alex was staring at a mountain. This wasn't a real mountain, of course. It was a mountain of textbooks, notes, and flashcards for a history exam. The topic? The Roman Empire. Alex felt lost. The dates, the names, the battles. They all blurred together into a big, boring mess. Reading the same chapter for the 5th time wasn't helping. It was like trying to see a beautiful painting by pressing your nose right up against the canvas. You can see the paint, but you can't see the picture. Alex needed a new perspective, a different way to look at all this information. And then, Alex had an idea. What if, instead of just reading, Alex could to the information? Not literally, of course, but what if there was something that could rearrange all these facts into new, exciting shapes? Alex opened a laptop and typed a question into an AI chatbot. It wasn't a typical question like, when did the Roman Empire fall? It was something different, something creative. Alex asked the AI to explain the fall of the Roman Empire as if it were a modern-day company going out of business. Suddenly, the old dusty facts sprang to life with a new energy. This is the magic of AI-powered prompts for studying. They are not just questions. They are invitations for an AI to be your creative study partner. Instead of asking for a simple list of facts, you ask the AI to reimagine, explain, and connect ideas in ways you've never thought of before. It transforms passive reading into an active, engaging conversation. You are no longer just a student memorizing information. You become a detective, an explorer, a storyteller, piecing together the puzzle of knowledge with a powerful tool at your fingertips. It's a fundamental shift in how we can approach learning. Think about it. Your brain loves stories. It loves connections. It loves seeing the world from a new angle. Traditional study methods often ignore this. They give you the raw data and expect you to do all the work of making it interesting. But an AI can help you with that part. It can take a complex scientific process like photosynthesis and explain it as a recipe in a cookbook. It can take a dry historical event and turn it into a thrilling news report. This isn't cheating, it's training your brain to see the patterns and understand the behind the, which is the secret to true learning. So, how do you write one of these amazing prompts? The secret is to be specific and creative. Don't just ask, explain World War II. That's too big. The AI will give you a generic, textbook-like answer. Instead, try something like this. Explain the main causes of World War II, but present it as a series of social media posts from different countries in the 1930s. Include hashtags. See the difference? The first prompt asks for information. The second prompt asks for a story, a perspective, and a creative format. It forces the AI to think differently, and it forces to think differently too. Let's try another one. Imagine you're studying biology and need to understand the human circulatory system. A standard question would be, what are the parts of the circulatory system? That's okay, but it's not very memorable. A better AI prompt would be, act as a tour guide for a tiny submarine traveling through the human circulatory system. Start at the heart, describe the journey through the arteries to the brain, and then return through the veins. Make it an exciting adventure story. This turns a list of organs and vessels into an epic journey. You'll remember the path of blood because you've experienced it as an adventure. The key elements of a great prompt are a clear role, a specific task, and a creative format. For the role, you tell the AI who to be, a tour guide, a news reporter, a famous scientist. For the task, you tell it exactly what to explain, the causes of a war, the process of cell division, the plot of a novel. For the format, you tell it how to present the information as a story, a poem, a script for a play, or a series of letters. Combining these three elements is like giving the AI a recipe for creating the perfect learning experience just for you. This method works because it engages different parts of your brain. When you just memorize facts, you're using one small part of your memory. But when you create a story or visualize a journey, you're building stronger, more complex connections. You're linking the logical to the creative. You're not just learning what the aorta is, you're picturing your tiny submarine zipping through it. This multisensory approach to learning is incredibly powerful and helps move information from your short-term memory to your long-term memory, which is exactly what you need for exam day. Comparing a standard exam question to a well-crafted AI prompt is like comparing a photograph to a movie. A typical question like, list 3 themes in Shakespeare's Hamlet, asks you to recall static information. It checks if you have memorized the answer. An AI prompt, on the other hand, encourages exploration. You could ask, write a short dialogue between Hamlet and a modern-day therapist discussing his feelings of grief and revenge. Focus on how his indecision affects his mental state. This doesn't just list the themes, it forces you to engage with them on a human level. This deeper engagement is what leads to real understanding. Memorizing facts is fragile. Under the pressure of an exam, those facts can disappear. But understanding the connections between ideas is robust. It sticks with you. When you use AI to create these unique learning scenarios, you are essentially building a richer, more detailed map of the subject in your mind. You're not just memorizing the location of a single city, you're learning the entire landscape, including the roads, rivers, and mountains that connect everything. This makes it much easier to navigate the topic during an exam. Furthermore, AI can help you identify gaps in your knowledge. You could ask the AI, "I'm studying the French Revolution. Ask me 5 challenging questions about the role of Maximilien Robespierre that a professor might ask on an exam." The AI can then act as your personal tutor, probing the edges of your understanding and showing you where you need to study more. It's like having a practice exam generator that can create an infinite number of questions, all tailored to your specific needs. This is far more dynamic than just rereading your notes over and over again. The best part is that this process is personalized. Your textbook was written for thousands of students, but your AI prompts are just for you. If you're a visual learner, you can ask the AI to describe things in vivid detail. If you learn best through stories, you can turn every topic into a narrative. This ability to tailor the learning experience to your individual style is something that traditional study methods simply cannot offer. It puts you in the driver's seat of your own education, allowing you to explore subjects in a way that makes the most sense to you. As you explore this amazing new tool, it's important to be smart and safe. First, let's talk about copyright. When an AI generates text for you, it's creating something new based on the vast amount of information it was trained on. While the output is unique, it's meant to be a study tool, not something you copy and paste directly into your homework or essays. Think of the AI as a tutor who explains things to you. You should use its explanations to build your understanding and then write your answers in your words. This is not only honest, but it's also the best way to actually learn. Now, let's talk about privacy. You might be wondering, is my conversation with an AI safe? Who can see the questions I ask? This is where something called cryptography comes in. Imagine you write a secret message to a friend. Before you send it, you use a secret code to scramble the letters. Only your friend, who has the key to the code, can unscramble it and read the message. Anyone who intercepts the letter will just see a meaningless jumble of characters. This is the basic idea behind encryption, a core part of cryptography. It's the art of writing in secret codes. When you type a prompt into a secure AI service, cryptography works to protect your data. Your question is scrambled before it leaves your computer, travels across the internet as a jumbled mess, and is only unscrambled when it reaches the AI's servers. The AI's response is then scrambled for its journey back to you. This process, often called end-to-end encryption, ensures that your study sessions remain private. It's like having your conversation inside a digital locked box, keeping your data safe from prying eyes and ensuring your academic exploration is for you alone. So go ahead and explore. The world of AI-powered learning is vast and exciting. Use these tools to ignite your curiosity, to see old subjects in a new light, and to build a deeper, more lasting understanding. By crafting creative prompts and using these technologies responsibly, you can transform studying from a chore into an adventure. You can do more than just prepare for your exams. You can truly master the material. What will you ask first?